I'm here with Brigitte Boucaud, President of AMREC.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome. So we're here at the heart of risk management, and I guess the first question I'd like to ask you is, how do you see the role of risk management evolving?
Thank you. For sure, the risk of risk management is evolving because the business is evolving a lot since the last few years. The first trend is related to disruption coming from digital transformation. So the starting point is that business models are changing,
Yeah.
and we need to assess what are the risks associated to the new business model. For example, you are no more doing product but platform.
Mm-hmm.
You are no more providing product but you are providing services.
Yeah.
You are connected to all the world. So this is creating rupture
Yeah.
in the way we are managing the risk in our company. But meanwhile, we still have to manage the traditional, the historical, so-called traditional risk,
Yeah.
like a fire, a flood, a storm, how you say that, health for the people. So the risk management is changing because it is adding a new layer which is closer to the strategy of the company. It has to remain very well funded on the ground, if I may say that, but thereafter increase his contribution and impact to be associated to the strategy of the company, to make sure that when a company is deciding to take a direction, to become a service provider, this is done having balance the risk and knowing what is at stake in terms of liability, in terms of supply chain, in terms of skill of the company. Voilà. So for me, this is the major change is coming from the transformation of the world, and there is also another change which is a little more indirect.
Yeah.
Is that because of the how you say that fragmentation, the fracture of the world. The world is global, but technology is global. But from a legal point of view, the world is not legal. We are speaking about commercial war, etc. So there is an increase in the compliance, and for a large company being global, there is a must, absolutely, it's a must-have to be fully compliant with the law. Otherwise, you put at risk your top director. And voilà. So this is for me the two main trends in the change of for the risk management and the risk manager. Because the risk manager is more connected to the top level.
For sure.
Voilà.
Yeah. And so, so risk managers are having to become more strategic because it's more important that they deal with the C-suite and also look after the reputation. Exactly. But there's still, I think, a bit of a gap between where risk managers need to be and where they are now. So what do you think needs to happen? What's stopping risk managers from fully reaching the top of the maturity curve and properly engaging with the C-suite?
It's a very good question because it's a difficult question. There are many gaps, and they are different. I think that for me there is one which is the major one, which is the risk manager should be connected to somebody at board level, maybe the CFO or the COO or the CEO. If he is too much below or isolated, he cannot encompass everything. And being connected, that means that he needs to you need to be not necessarily a very good expert.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be able to interface senior management and being able to build a trust relationship
Mm-hmm.
with the senior management. And what we see very often is that senior management are looking after people who are coming from the company, knowing the business, knowing the people, because they don't want to delegate something which is so vital
Yeah.
to the company to somebody who is taking care of prevention in the plant.
Yeah.
So this is for me to have the good profile, being a manager, kind of senior management coming from the company maybe or coming from another company. The second issue is that by doing so, that means that you need to make sure that either you increase the resources of the risk management team, which is the best way, which is to keep on board all the experts, but giving them a head which is maybe a higher level. So this is for me the best way. The other way could be to create, to govern, to have a governance, to make sure that before entering the 3C suite, you have a place where you can review all the risk and involving people who are decision maker in such a risk.
Sure.
And this is maybe it's you can do also both. To make sure that the risk manager, even if he's a senior guy, is not alone in his part. You have to have the right people at the right place, but also make sure that it is at the heart of what I call the risk governance, which is something which is just below the C-suite, which is able to instruct and come to the exec and non-exec with the top 5 risks, with what are the priority, what are the budget needed, and what I can see is that this kind of model is not always in place.
No.
It could be in place in a large corporate. It's progressing, but it requires that the senior management has understood what is happening. Sometimes they have, but it could happen that sometimes they don't have understood that they have to invest in risk management, in people and also in prevention policy.
That makes sense. So it's kind of you need the risk manager to have those soft skills to talk to the board, but also on the other side of it, the board needs to understand the importance of risk management, because otherwise, that two-way relationship.
Exactly, and it is improving because board members have been more and more educated about risk topic, and you as a newspaper, you are doing a great job by pushing some alerts, but could happen that in some culture of some company, people are willing to say that faire l'autruche, don't want to see.
Stick their heads in the sand.
Maybe look over Brexit.
Off. And do you think that one of the reasons that board level people are getting more interested in risk management is because of some of these really high profile events, like things like cyber, where it impacts the bottom line of the company or the reputation or the share price? Do you think that's sort of elevating the status of risk amongst those really senior managers? Because they could lose their jobs, right? You see CEOs losing their jobs because of risk issues.
And also, you are perfectly right. What I mean also is that because of the globalization, the society is expecting company to have a good impact. in the society, but also in the world, generally speaking. And this has created a climate of, you say it in English, corporate
responsibility.
Voilà, and this is also giving a new wind of something which is pushed in the air, and I can tell that the education of board members about this topic has changed so much for 5 or 10 years, because there is also rating agency and all this stream, all this dynamic is pushing for a better risk management. But it's not only communication. It has to be real things and real budget. So we are moving from communication about corporate sustainable responsibility to more real decision and budget to make sure that voilà. How do you say that? You walk the talk?
You don't just talk the talk, you've got to walk the walk as well.
Voilà.
For sure. And is that, if you think sort of 5 or 10 years in the future in an ideal world, is that where you see risk management going, where it has that kind of investment and it's taken seriously at board level? What are your hopes for the future of risk management?
I realize that I have not spoken about mid-sized company, but mid-sized company could, if you have somebody, it's less complex because they are small, and if you have a CFO or a general counsel, somebody who is in charge, accountable to the CEO, he could find in the market a lot of support to manage his risks. So I think it's feasible even if you are not a large corporate. Sometimes it's even more complex in large corporate because there are political games. That could be more silo than a small company. So coming back to the question of the future, my dream, it's more than a dream, it's a belief, a strong belief, is that we are facing a change in the paradigm, that risk management is no more, I would say, defensive. Well, it's something which is supporting the business, and which could be, should be, will be at the root of the strategy, and also because the society is expecting that the company will not create risk to the society. That means that there will be a reward. I think there will be a reward to the business having a strong risk management, even if the product is a little more expensive, even if, because it's very important to match, to understand the world globally and to match the expectation of the young people and all the society, because people are expecting company being fair and not only making money. So I think this is something which will help the risk management to be embedded in the role of the company, supported by the technology, because the technology, big data, AI could support better decision-making process, because you will have more means to model and try to model what could be the future scenario. Today, it's very difficult today to know what are your exposure. If you have to review 10,000 commercial contracts, or if you have, you do it by memory, you do it by feeling. If tomorrow big data could provide a very strong tool for prevention, I think there will be a better risk management. in the business, at the root of the business.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for